Okay. My story. I'm using this laser pointer thing.
Oh, cute. There's the edge.
Yep. Okay. So my story. The story I'm going to be telling is not like my life story. It's just kind of a story of my journey here at Tida College, sort of so far. So let's begin. So I was trying to figure out a title for this project, and my initial dilemma was that I didn't want the title of it to be lame. And so, like, on a scale, this is a chart of the lameness of your title. So here you see it's a very simple title. It's very high in lameness. And but as you work your way into developing better titles, you get somewhere down here where it's not as lame. You know, a really lame title would be a simple title such as "This is my life." Tida is me. Well, here you go, I guess. A better title would be something like Journey of Discovery or Metamorphosis. But there's also this over here. Your title gets really lame again when you try to make it super epic. Such as, in a world where the forces of good and evil clash, one woman has risen to the height, superseding the thinking of man, and has become something so incredible that her name is rare and unconventional. She is Tida. See, that's really lame, you know? You can't really put that as a title for a movie. But notice here, someone might be asking to themselves, there's like a gap going on there. It's kind of, you know how the SATs, if you get your name right, you get, automatic like 200 points or something. It's kind of like that. You're automatically boosted in lameness level as soon as you give something a title. Because the great things in life really don't have titles. You don't give memories titles. That's part of the reason why they're super great. So, me being the creative person I am, my ideas for the title were, This is my life. Well, here you go. Tida is me, and in a world where the forces Journey of Discovery, Metamorphosis, and this also came into play. Far from begun, but it didn't quite fit. It almost made it. Oh. So why not far from begun? Because almost. In kindergarten, when you have your little, three-legged races and things like that, and you almost make it, everyone gets a first place award, but everyone knows that almost just doesn't cut it. And the fact that I thought of it after the fact, afterthoughts are never good. Like my family this Thanksgiving, they were just like, oh, I went home for the weekend. They're like, oh, have a great week at school, and by the way, we're going away for the holiday. Bye. And they're just like, as a total afterthought, they did it pretty lame. So I figured that title wasn't going to work since it was a total afterthought. So I decided to make my title. It is written, and this story is starring me, of course, and you, kind of in an indirect way. So for my story, I am the protagonist of this story, and I grew up in New York City. Notice the skyline and the bridge. Some would say that is your George Washington. Yes, New York City. I grew up in some more buildings, the Bronx River projects. The difference between the New York City skyline and the projects, they are all buildings. They do have that in common, but they are all the same. So anybody who's not from New York City, when you're touring the city and people are like, why are all those buildings identical? Just explain. Those are the PJs. Where I come from, there's like one tree. New York City has a lack of trees, and I think that's why we have really high pollution. And this is kind of like the one tree. This is actually a snapshot from the summer months. No matter the season, the tree never has leaves. Notice the garbage can on the corner. But on June 17, 2004, I met the sun, and the sun being Jesus, and I cried a lot, and I was birthed into a new life. Started going to church. Then I went to some camps, more trees. Notice the trees, lack of trees, transformation. Yep, then I went to some youth rallies, notice all the people, cross, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. I went to the Honor Academy, an institution that is really hard, not for the faint at heart. Then I left the Honor Academy, or they kicked me out. One of the two, however you want to look at it. Then I ended up at Nyack College. Then we did great. We had this great tour during launch of the campus, and we came across this this whole A.B. Simpson thing. You know, if I was gonna buy this property, at some point Nyack College wants to sell the property, I would ask for like a discount because it's kind of creepy to me that A.B. Simpson lives here. Some may say it's honorable, so maybe they should ask in advance. Oh, do you think it's cool that A.B. Simpson is here? Do you think it's lame? Then you could change the price accordingly. Something I did like, here's boom. And then you trek upwards. That large bird, don't ask why, birds are bees. Kind of like when, I think once you get into the sky, it's very, there's pterodactyls up there as you move into the stratosphere, out of the atmosphere. But we'll keep trekking and keep trekking, find Partington Hall, and then finally, up in the clouds is Simpson Hall. Oh. I don't know why they built Simpson so far, but it's really like a hike up a mountain to get to Simpson Hall. There you see God, and at his right hand is Jesus, and you could fictitiously say that Simpson Hall is at the left hand of God. Notice the pterodactyl down here in the clouds. Yeah. So, you know, I wonder, like, Wanda Velez, she's the RD, she lives in the dorm. I wonder if, like, she invites her family over, and they're like, oh, where do you live? Oh, it's like the really big blue house, and people drive by, like, whoa, Wanda's got to go on. I wonder if that happens. And on a bunny trail, desire to walk back to Simpson Hall by location. Partington. At Partington Hall, you know, this is also by phrase, ain't too bad, sure. You know, you have a pretty high desire to go back to Simpson Hall. Christie Hall, what's the temperature? That's kind of your first question. Boone Center, yo, anybody driving up there? I am, but not for a while. Oh, I'll wait. Bailey Library, guess I'm hanging out here till dinner. And Hilltop, you initially made a battle plan, therefore you're either stopping at the library, Boone, or going to chapel, or two, you take it one landmark at a time. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about.